Hey everybody, call me Felix, and last time we kicked off our Bohol food trip at one of the venerable traditional haunts in Tagbilaran City for Filipino Chinese comfort food, Gerarda's Family Restaurant. Here, you can also find traditional Cebuano specialties, and even Ilocos is represented with its dinakdakan, which some Ilocanos might find a bit strange than what they're used to, but otherwise interesting. If you want to check out our Bohol food trip thus far, click on the playlist on the far right hand corner. In this video, we're heading out for dinner later that day on Bohol's most popular island destination of Panglao. But at the time, this was a really hard task because Super Typhoon Odette had swept by the province only 1 month before. Many towns, including the provincial capital of Tagbilaran City, had many parts without running water and electricity. The pandemic took a toll on tourism around Bohol, forcing many restaurants to close their doors, and the typhoon was practically the knockout punch for some. Fortunately, we found one restaurant on the usually touristy town of Panglao, close to Alona Beach, on the doorstep that wasn't just ticking but churning out some really tasty Spanish tapas, and it was for us a hidden gem to get high quality Spanish cuisine in a piece of Panglao paradise. The place is called Bougainvillea, a homey and brightly lit nook of a restaurant tucked away in a shopping center where Bougainvillea was the last establishment left standing and open, aside from the massage parlor upstairs. It was admirable to find a reasonably priced Spanish restaurant despite the face of very real adversity to produce high quality dishes, and we definitely had more than a few to rave about. We dined on platters of jamon serrano, gambas, a hearty Spanish tortilla chock full of confit potatoes, paninis with chorizo and Manchego cheese, beef tenderloin, and a few fantastic desserts. And if you come to Bougainvillea, desserts are not to be missed. We weren't in the mood for paella, but it's one of their specialties we'd love to try when we come back. In the meantime, here's our detailed review of our dinner at Bougainvillea. Enjoy.
I watch one of these videos and say,
I don't even think she knows this channel, but go ahead and make an observation about introducing our Borsao red wine.
we ordered the Borsao red wine.
Oh.
So you see, once you swirl the wine, you can see that there are legs.
There are legs growing out of it?
No, the legs fall down from the glass,
Oh.
which means the sugar content is very high. It's a sweet wine. That's the chemical consistency of the wine.
Oh.
Yes, diba?
Oh. Okay. So we are having tapas, everybody. Tapas and other Spanish specialties at Bougainvillea Spanish
I'm
Restaurant
excited.
in Panglao, Bohol. Now, unfortunately, Cousin JP missed out on tapas in Boracay at Los Mestizos, and we said that was really good stuff. But he has his chance to try it in Bohol instead of Cousin Ben.
Excited. Or Alicia Pookies.
Oh yeah, Alicia Pookies. Okay, well, pour some wine with you, dear cousin.
But of course.
So that I can swell in my own glass. There we go. Yes. What type of nose do we have?
The native current.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
not of currants.
Not bad pour.
Yes. That's exactly the most elegant pour. Mm-hmm.
Shall we taste?
Yes, we shall.
It's
So,
in Bohol, guys.
Bohol. Mm-hmm.
So right now too.
Yeah, I know who's our driver to show us around to Bohol.
our tour.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mmm.
Very mild, not very strong.
Serrano yung
Sweet.
version ng wine, then the one that we had, di ba?
Which one?
Wine and pastrami's,
Oh yeah.
cold cuts.
Oh, you're talking about the kaba,
Oh, you're talking about the sparkling
the white
wine.
sparkling wine.
Yeah.
They have that on the menu,
Huh?
You like that?
but this is also clean though, because it kind of tastes like there's a little sensation, like a salty, buttery sensation, right?
And it's very mild. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not very strong.
Mm-hmm.
More likely like Cabernet.
Cabernet, yeah.
Except the no tannins,
Yeah, Cabernet is a little bit strong.
a little
Bitter?
stronger,
Or like a-
tiny bit. It's a little more oaky.
Okay.
Yes. A little more oaky. It does not really have that. It's meant to be cleaner because you're taking on the fats of the
Yeah.
cured ham.
I prefer a little bit stronger because what cuts against the fat. But this one's actually really mild. It's really good. It's refreshing.
Yes. Yes. Personally, I like a bottle of kava, personally. The sparkling wine. But,
We went some kava.
yeah. It's quite good though. It's mild, refreshing. Yeah. It was still a little more robust than a Rioja. South 2020. Okay, JP's taking his smoke break way too long and we have all our food. So let me go around the board, I think, around the table. So this is what they call a tortilla, not a Mexican tortilla. It's a Spanish omelet with some potatoes and some other stuff. Oh, confit potatoes. I'm sorry, confit potatoes. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Yes. And then here's some green salad. Lovely. Love the floral touch too. That's a Bougainvillea, I think. If I know my flowers, which I don't. That's Gamba Salahio, spicy garlic shrimp. And of course we got ourselves a charcuterie board. Jamon serrano with the side of tomato with olive oil and baguettes. Then this is pulpo. This is classic, very classic Spanish tapa, which is boiled octopus with paprika and then some potato that's boiled with it. Very classic. There's some croquettes. They have ham, cheese, and shrimp from what I saw on the menu. I remember. There's some clams and some white wine sauce. That is our panini, which has chorizo, Manchego cheese melted, and please. That sounds amazing. And then we have our beef tenderloin all the way there, medium rare, with some potatoes and some green beans. Okay, Warren. I think the first place really to start is with our charcuterie. Wouldn't you agree?
That one?
Yeah. Let's go grab ourselves a baguette, shall we? Baguette the baguette.
This one?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, yeah, very daintily. Let's put some tomato on there. Slather it on there.
Top and...
So that's tomato, just simple tomato and olive oil.
Oh la la.
Yeah. One time we were doing that charcuterie episode and JP was like, you sure you gotta put tomato and olive oil? Wouldn't that overpower anything with our jamon iberico? Well, you know. This is jamon serrano. So,
No, wait.
really good premium ham. I'm gonna complete this by taking one of those olives. Let's take one of the olives too. Just for completeness. And Ben, of course, loves olives, as you remember from that Dos Mestizos Boracay episode. There we go. Try this on my own. That tomato and olive oil really does bring it all together. Salty jamon serrano. That crunch from that bread. And then that olive too that I put on there. Harmonizes everything. Why don't you try one?
Yeah. You try one.
I'll save the olive for JP.
Grab some and then
It's like a
put
little-
some tomato on the top.
And olive oil. There's like a little twang to it too. I like.
Tomatoes. A bit some of this. Done. Nothing new.
Wow. Okay. Something new. And jamon serrano is kind of held in check a little bit. There's like a mild saltiness, but I really like the olive oil and tomato. It brings it all together. And of course, I got an olive to kind of complete things. So that's really solid. Anyway,
How much is one platter?
one will set you back 600 pesos.
Oh.
Yeah, not bad price, and it's I think a good portion there. Next, I'm gonna try this. One of their best sellers here is a Gamba Salahio, so it's like spicy garlic prawns and some oil there. Lots of them. Looks like a really big portion of prawns too. Not it kind of deceptively when it was boiling didn't look like it, but there you go. It looks like a big portion of prawns. You get a lot of it. For me, it's a little mild. Let me try some of that bread. Let me dip that in there for completeness sake.
How is it?
Really more oily and really mild. I kind of wanted a little more, kind of like more of like a roux rather than more of an too oil, more like excess oil, to be honest. But it's pretty solid. Had better. Okay. Next up, I really love pulpo. And this very classic pulpo and paprika boiled potato. So, I'm gonna pick it from the bottom. Get that potato. Let's get some extra octopus, I think. If I can manage. There we go. I managed just fine. There we go. One big bite. The potato is moist. Boiled just about right. Kind of like crumbling. Just smooth. The octopus is not off-putting at all. It's tender. And then that pimenton kind of adds a little more of like a smoky edge to it. Try one. You have it with a potato.
It's a boiled potato.
There's a boiled potato. Okay, JP's back from his long smoke break.
Sorry, people call me.
People call them, yeah. Anyway, Mary tried our jamon serrano.
How's that?
Quite good. Again, you should try it before I can really say anything. But it's solid. Gambas, I've had better. And then this pulpo with the potato is good. Yeah. Oh, pardon. Yeah. So it's a mild serrano saltiness.
Yes.
And then
Perfect with the wine.
yes. And then you mix it with that olive oil and tomato mix on the baguette. Really nice.
Okay, let me try that.
It actually brings it all together. And maybe put an olive on there for good measure.
I'll just try this.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Slather it on.
Slather. Okay, let me see this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So good, isn't it?
It's so good.
The face says it all. Warren says it's nothing new.
Oh my god, it's good.
I think you gotta.
So good.
Well, I'd rather use some cheese. So,
We do have something like that over there.
Yeah.
That panini.
Did you try it, Chris?
do kuya, try mo kuya.
Good, huh?
It tastes like meat.
Yeah. You should try it with the potato though.
Where?
On the bottom, there are potatoes that eat up all that oil. And put a couple of, yeah. You see how moist that potato is?
Yes, the juices.
I don't think potatoes have juices, but there's a lot of oil on top.
No, the juices of the oil.
Yeah. And then with paprika, or as in Spanish, they call it pimenton.
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 Okay, I'll just try it this one. Outside.
So I mean, this is a very classic. I think it's from Galicia, in Spain. if I'm not mistaken. Really soft, buttery potato.
Yeah.
Really such a good match.
Good juxtaposition to texture
Yeah.
and flavor.
Yes, it's good. I'm not really wild about the gambas, but go ahead and give that a try.
Let me see what the gambas taste like.
It's shrimp with some
Is this butter sauce?
spicy garlic olive oil.
Ooh, yum.
Yes.
A lot of oil. All of it.
It's a lot of oil though. So you gotta dunk a couple of slices of bread in there, I think.
So let me just try with this piece of bread. And we'll just dump that.
I'll do that. It's a little more oily for my liking and a little too mild. Yeah.
Very mild.
Okay, we have our clams and white wine sauce. Look at all the generous garlic on there.
Wow, that's
So I think there's no
Look at
finer
that
thing to do. Warren is...
Look at that steak.
We'll get to it, Warren. You just let that thing rest, okay? Let it rest. Okay,
What's that?
show you the clam. It's a big hit of the sea. And then what I get is a lot of garlic. Garlic and vinous notes. But I'll say the clam's a little sandy.
a little chewy.
Sandy and chewy. Yeah. I like the flavors though. Especially the garlic. Not wild about the sandy texture of the clam for myself. Sandy, chewy texture. Okay. I think it's croquette time. And they made them in different... Well, there's a ball, like a donut hole. Then there's one that looks like oblong empanada looking thing. And there's some sauce here. Supposedly some ham, cheese, and some shrimp.
Let me try, sir.
Interesting, huh?
Interesting.
Okay, let's go.
Toast.
Donut hole. Is it the same?
No.
Looks like you got ham and cheese.
Ham. What's yours?
It's like a meatball. A meatball. A meatball with kind of like a Mediterranean paprika taste.
It's creamy ham
It's creamy.
and a croquette. It's okay.
Yeah. It's good. Let me try the oblong one. See if I get something different. Okay, try that out.
It's got a hush puppy feel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The outside. I like that.
Yeah, batter's really nice. Kind of like cordon bleu to me. More like... It's more like a cordon bleu that's more oozy with cheese.
Yeah. And mild,
like
right?
that.
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna save the steak for last. So... yeah.
Sorry.
Or this omelet with confit potatoes and such. Oh, because it's in front of me, I'm gonna slice it myself. Slice a nice portion here. Help myself to some salad as well. A little later. There we go. Confit potatoes are in there. There's nothing wrong with the term confit potatoes.
Just less than sir.
I think this is all pika food here, so, or unless I'm missing a fork.
Oh, akin na to.
Pika pika. Let me see, what is in here anyway, this far? I don't know if this is the dressing for the, kind of looks like wasabi guacamole thingy. I'm gonna dip my breadstick into this to figure out what this is. Garlic aioli.
Garlic aioli. Why is it green?
I have no idea. But definitely tastes like a buttery.
So let's try this without the sauce and see.
Okay. Just do it with my hands. Okay. Confit potato Spanish omelet. Yes.
One. It's like a torta with potatoes.
Yeah.
There's a little bit taste like an omelette.
No, it tastes as if like it's McDonald's French fry in here in a bit. Kind of like that oily
I like that.
potato oil taste with the egg. Without, it's honestly,
More potato than egg, so
yeah, really starchy.
content like that.
Geez, why did you get a fork, Warren? How come I don't have a fork?
Oh, here.
Oh, it's on there.
Or a spoon? Okay, so I've been eating like a savage, basically. I think I'll put some garlic aioli on that because really what it is like a smooth McDonald's potato paste inside an egg,
I
a
like
thin
that
omelet.
stuff. That's,
Yeah, with a nicely browned omelet, by the way. There.
how do they make that? It's like a. It's really cool.
I think they add a little bit of like milk or something to kind of lift it a little bit. Yeah. So, I kind of think of it like how they make omelets at like freaking in Mont Saint Michel or France. Okay, try the salad on its own. Here you got some snappy greens, snappy carrots, and a bit of corn. Solid stuff to kind of cut away from the excess, like the creaminess of the.
And the starch.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip a little bit in this aioli. And I think it needs something that's punchy. Tastes better.
Is it?
I don't know how it kind of
Let me try that.
accentuates or anything, but yeah.
Oh my god, let me just put my mouth.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
It's good.
This adds a little more buttering element, and then a little bit of an herbal.
This is kind of bland.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of potatoes, so this is like a little
Yeah.
saltiness and
Yeah.
garlic and
It adds a little oomph, is what you can say. Okay. This I'm looking forward to. It's almost like a flatbread, like a panini. Nice charm arts.
Manchego,
This is
right?
chorizo and Manchego cheese. Ooh la la, let's get to eat this one. Yeah.
Wow. I love paninis myself, so
Oh man.
so good.
The chorizo has the right kind of sweetness, right? Without going overboard. There's a smoky, again, like paprika kind of. There's a nice deep smokiness that I get too.
Yeah,
From the chorizo. That Manchego adds like that salty butteriness. I really like this.
Oh, that's really good.
This panini, although it's called a moltadito, I think.
Yum.
It's almost like like a great coda when you talked about your jamon serrano platter. To have that. It's really good.
The Manchego cheese is so good.
Just a nice flavor combination. The sweet, smoky chorizo,
Salty.
buttery Manchego, melted.
And the oils of the
Just
of
seep into the grilled,
yeah.
that bread. Which is the right kind of like crunch, the texture, the give. It's not like too airy, it's not too bubbly, it has the right dense texture, that bread. So
love
all put together,
this, yeah.
this is really good.
Good combination.
I don't know what those potato thingies are. Those look like sweet potato chips.
Yep.
But gosh, this is so good.
Any more, please?
But anyway, last but not least, what we have is our steak. Hey Warren,
Oh yeah.
Hey, Warren.
will you do the honors of slicing the steak
It's already
and get
sliced.
some potatoes and some green beans?
No, you love food. Oh
Yeah.
wow, you love.
Look at that. Nice. There's looks like some garlic on there too. Looks like garlic confit, more or less. Nice potatoes, nice green beans. The potatoes look really velvety buttery. Those green beans look like they got that right texture of juiciness, and then
What's up?
maybe gonna pop really. How do you attack this? Because this is a really thick slab of beef. I think let's. I'm gonna get some green beans from the bottom. I'm gonna spear a few, and then I'm gonna finish it with the potato. I think that's a fair thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Spirit?
yeah, I'm just gonna take it all in, that one slab of beef. And I can feel on my fork that it's got that right amount of give. Just a bounce. Ooh, look at that. You're gonna get there with the potato. Oh, you're gonna put it all in there. Okay.
Put it all in there.
That looks like a beautiful medium rare too. Yay. So steak cheers. Hurry up, Warren. I ain't gonna do it. Okay, go ahead and eat it.
What steak is this?
Tenderloin.
It's tenderloin.
How much it cost?
According to the menu, man. Reading comprehension's never been your best bit. But almost 600, I think.
600?
8.
Oh, it was pretty solid. Right?
Hmm?
What is that?
It was pretty solid.
Pretty solid, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Solid.
It's not a tomahawk.
No.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a tender cut of beef with a nice beefiness. There's green beans, sweet and juicy. And they got a still preserved crunch there. So I like the green beans, especially spearing it with the steak. We're gonna try it with that potato now. With that baked potato.
Sauce.
With that baked potato too, it's got a little bit of skin on there.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Gives it that rusticness.
Yes. That extra something that kind of lifts it from being too creamy, because that's what it is. It's creamy. Disintegrates. So the potato cookery here is really good.
There's a lot of potatoes integrated in this menu.
Yeah, a lot of potatoes.
In the menu. It's
Yeah.
in the pulpos.
Mhm.
It's in the steak. It's
There's
in
a reason
the-
why I didn't get the patatas bravas, everyone, because we already have this omelet. We already have that with the octopus. Got with everything. So if you had to choose one dish, what's the one thing you would choose again, for sure? Panini for me.
Okay. Yeah, panini for me, but I like the serrano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melt of
Yeah.
deliciousness.
Yeah.
With a closing sip of wine.
Yes. It's
A
good.
must.
A must. Yeah. We have to chase a little bit of wine. Once again, it's refreshing. Okay, we're gonna finish all this food and then we're gonna get dessert later. We need some churros
Yes.
and some Basque burnt cheesecake,
Burnt
maybe.
cheesecake.
And Catalana crema. So they only have 3 desserts. I think we better try them all. Yes. Okay, back in a bit, everyone. Okay, Warren, it's dessert time. Do you know what is what?
Oh, that's a churros.
Good, good. You know your churros.
It looks like a pie. Is it?
You're close. Kind of look what that meringue part is. What is that?
Oh, this pie is like a blueberry on the top. This?
Not
is.
exactly more of a pie, but more like cake, right?
Cheesecake.
Yes. Not just any cheesecake. Basque burnt cheesecake.
And this is a crumbling.
Yeah, you're close. This is a crema Catalana, which is kind of like creme brulee.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to go for. So, when I explain what funnel cake is, you just have to put all 3 things together, right? To explain what a funnel cake is. So first is a churro.
Churros, cake, and donuts.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Ooh. And this chocolate sauce, of course, is like as thick as treacle, as it should be. Okay. Oh, I put some in the plate. Here we go. I love that chocolate sauce. I love it so much I got it on my camera strap. But that's exactly what a churro should be. It's like a Spanish churro. Not Disneyland churro. Disneyland churros are like the stuff made of like, well, Tinkerbell dust, right? But this is the closest thing to a really good Spanish churro, by the way.
I was thinking if they put some confectionery sugar instead.
Well, no, the
Like
tradition
sugar.
really is like cinnamon or brown sugar.
Oh.
Typically it's cinnamon. So it's nice and soft inside. Well, nice and crispy on the outside. It's crispy on the outside and then it's moist on the inside. Which is exactly what a churro should taste like. So it's kind of like, that's like with funnel cakes, right? Our
Yeah.
funnel cakes are the same thing. Right?
Churros,
Mhm.
cake and donuts.
Like, I don't know, all the churros I've had here in the Philippines, they have like that weird taste of the oil. And that they don't ever get it both moist on the inside and crispy on the outside. But this is should, and it accomplishes that. Right? Yeah. You see here, it's kind of like made like a, kind of like an ichthys if you think about it. An ichthys. Look that up, everyone, as to what an ichthys is. Especially for you Christians out there. Okay. I'll try this crema Catalana or your creme brulee. And you can see here, it's not totally brown all the way through. But it has all this luscious pudding underneath that charring on the top is like glass. It's like a shard of glass. There you go. I got a lot of like a sharp sweet lemon that's cutting into that. And this cream is a teensy bit soupy, which I don't mind it.
It is.
Really, it's almost like
I have some.
yeah, I really like that lemon zest that's in there. Refreshing yet rich. Makes you want another one, doesn't it? You're not saying anything.
Spanish camembert, right?
Huh?
Spanish camembert.
Yeah.
This one's like creamier and
But I really like that lemon zest that's there.
lemony flavor.
There's a subtle lemon that doesn't kind of, but it's almost like a creamier leche flan with a bit of lemon, and then of course
Yeah.
the burnt sugar top. Not a big crust there, but really nice. And lastly, Basque burnt cheesecake. It's kind of like trendy to do Basque burnt cheesecakes these days, and it's actually not really my thing because it's, for me, not really sweet enough. And for me, I love the creaminess of like, it's much more like a New York style cheesecake for me. But let's try this out. It's fluffier, that meringue. I especially like the blueberries on the side. Blueberry coulis. That cream cheese twang is still there, but muted a little bit because of the burnt bits on the top. So if you don't really like the cream cheese bits or like the sour twang, then you know Basque burnt cheesecake is the way to go, I guess you could say. It's quite good. So really satisfying ends to the meal, by the way. And JP is not here, as you can
Must
see,
try this.
on a very long smoke break. Yeah, he should try it, but by the time he does, this will all be gone. This will all be gone.
Who's better cheesecake?
Who has the better cheesecake?
Yeah,
Okay, what do you mean, who has the better cheesecake? This or what?
this one.
What am I comparing it to? Who?
Pawai, right?
Oh, our buddy Crystal?
Well,
They're two different types of cheesecake,
Yeah.
though.
But it smells like it was thin and there's a not literally fluffy or
Actually, this is a little more airy. New York style cheesecake tends to be more dense, and it has like a distinctive sour cream twang. Right? And like I was explaining, if you don't like the cream cheese twang, Basque cheesecake kind of takes that edge off because you have this caramelized bit here.
but I really like this cheesecake.
You do?
Yeah, it's a good cheesecake. Yeah.
I guess for me, I like the New York style best. I can't say what is the better of the two as far as a particular place, right? Mainly because for me, I like the richness of the cream cheese custard when it comes down to it, and then the backbone of it all is the graham cracker crust. Now, instead of graham cracker crust, you have this top here that's burnt, right?
Yeah.
But it's not as rich as I like it to be. Whenever I think Basque cheesecake, I think of like burnt sugar, and I think, wowee, right? Which, of course, if you don't do it right, might turn a little bitter on you. But I guess for me, I tend to be more of a purist when it comes to like liking the New York style if it is done right. Because if you get the density and the richness correct, there's nothing like it. A plain old New York style cheesecake with nothing added on it is still reigns supreme for me. But this is really good, Basque cheesecake, by the way, because it has a little more richness than other Basque cheesecakes I've tried. Yeah, so let's have JP try all this. But it will be gone eventually. It will be gone.
Soaking this somebody.
Yeah, of course. JP's a very busy individual. Of course he's talking to somebody on the phone. But I'll try to get his thoughts later if all this is still here. I'm gonna try to discipline myself into like not biting all through this and finishing it. Okay. Let's get his opinion later.
What did you try first? This one?
Yeah, try the churros first.
Churros.
In the chocolate sauce, yeah.
We try it without because I want to see it against our funnel cake.
It's not Disneyland.
Good. Oh, this is the real chocolate type.
That's the real chocolate sauce.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's good.
exactly. The chocolate sauce is just like freaking supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too sweet, but it's rich, velvety.
Made with real tablea.
Yeah, we're made with real tablea.
This is a burnt cheesecake.
Yep, the Basque burnt cheesecake with some blueberries.
With some blueberries.
Wow.
Okay.
And then lastly, the crema Catalana.
Which is like creme brulee.
Yeah, but there's a little subtle difference. Well, there's quite a difference then.
It's really lemon?
Yeah,
The lemon.
makes
yeah.
it interesting, right?
Yeah, gives it a little bit of
Refreshing.
freshness.
Try it with the burnt part. You'll see it's kind of like a glass shard.
Yeah. It's good. It's like a lemon curd with a glass shard of
Yeah.
burnt sugar. Yeah. I really like that chocolate. Oh, they're all
Yes.
good.
They're all really good, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all good.
I don't really have a favorite, to be honest, because they're really that good.
They're that good that there is no favorite. It's all favorites.
Exactly.
Yum.
Yeah. I wish we could keep the chocolate sauce, though. That, of course, if you wish. You just have to find the other perfect thing to put it on. I want to put that on funnel cake, I think. That kind of chocolate.
It's a tablea one.
Yeah, tablea.
With tablea yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And on the side too.
Yes. That gives us more ideas to make funnel cakes. Yay. On that note, I think that's the perfect sweet note to end our meal at Bougainvillea Spanish Restaurant in,
Delicious,
of all
guys.
places, Panglao, Bohol.
come visit it. They're one of the only restaurants that are actually still open because of the pandemic.
And the typhoon that was here last month.
Their food is decent. I mean, decent price. It's not expensive. It's not cheap, but the quality of the food is really good.
Yeah.
So y'all need to stop by if you are in Bohol.
Yeah.
Delicious food.
And as of now, one of the few remaining places that are still open as of January of 2022, like here. So, if you're lucky enough to go travel to Bohol for leisure, hey, come
support
on down
them like, to still keep them into business, and yeah, their food's good. Desserts are delicious.
Yeah, definitely worth the trip to Bohol for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love it.
love it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's really awesome that you can find high quality food in Bohol. So this is only our second full day here.
Yeah.
So we found stuff at the bee farm. We had some really good organic food. We had Filipino Chinese food, like a mainstay in Tagbilaran City at Gerardo's Family Restaurant.
So I was talking to the owner. A must try, he said, is
Paella.
the paella, the squid ink one, negra. He said. So maybe we'll try that before we leave.
Yeah, maybe we'll try it before we leave. Yeah. But the
Delicious.
food's really delicious. So far, this is the meal of the vacation here in Bohol.
This is the winner so far.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah. So definitely, I think worth coming back to again, making a second trip to try the paella. If we get super hungry, we weren't as super hungry for some reason or other, and just wanted tapas and steak and all that.
so we make a point to try that.
So, yeah.
Paella negra.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for more adventures. Of course, as we're here in Bohol for another, I don't know, week plus and change, and we've got a lot of stuff to show you. Hopefully. Of course, we're here kind of like post Odette, 1 month after that typhoon hit here. So we got to keep that in mind, everybody. But over here, that they're still recovering, but
Businesses are struggling. So
it's still struggling. Yeah.
Yeah, help local businesses, guys. I mean, that's all we always say. Wherever we are, either home or elsewhere, help local businesses because it's really hard right now for everybody.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, especially here with the
Typhoon.
and I mean, there's people here without electricity still.
And
they just
without
told us
water.
water. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're very lucky to find this quality of food and with having that going on. So
Yeah, and to think of that, like 1 month later.
it's amazing. I didn't,
You wouldn't have known it, everybody.
wouldn't
But,
have known the difference.
a lot of businesses hurting and recovering, people trying to get their lives back on track, rebuilding and such. So, be prepared. We're going to be prepared like we're going to see that when we do our travels around Bohol, especially on the big island of Bohol. So, we're just going to be stating the truth, basically, of what we see. So, for better or worse, okay?
The struggle's real.
Yeah. So until then, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's a great time to. And that's it, guys. That's it. And until the next video, keep cool but care. And remember, the empire never ended.
Next time on our Bohol food trip, we didn't really set out for a food adventure per se as the focal point of our next day in Bohol, as we were doing the touristy things of visiting the magnificent chocolate hills and to see the world's smallest primate, the tarsier, in a sanctuary for those delicate creatures. Although we came for the tarsiers, one of us stayed to eat the mealworms. We haven't had too many fear factor food moments aside from eating ant eggs, jumping shrimp, and tamilok, but here's one for the books, as Cousin JP eats one little mealworm and his whole world from then on turned upside down for the day. You won't want to miss Cousin JP eating a mealworm on our next episode, and so if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up as it really helps a lot. Best yet, please subscribe so you don't miss a single video from our Bohol food trip and from any of our food and travel series. Until the next time, keep cool but care, and remember the empire never ended.